PUBG now, PUBG now.
It's a valid standard so far. Quite costly. 1 for 15 from 4. Stunning figures. Amini, continue.
From the end just below where we're stationed. Arif Sheikh on strike.
Unnecessary overthrows there from P&G. Only adds to Nepal feeling that they're optimistic anyway about this partnership, which has moved along to 26 now with that overthrow. Unnecessary shy at the bowler's end stumps. Good delivery from Charles Amini. Rohit trying to work to leg. It turned a little bit. Yeah.
Well played. Simon Atai doing the fielding. 6 runs from the over. And suddenly, Nepal looking, they're moving things along a bit more comfortably against the spinners. As you can see there, Nepal starting to move their worm up towards that of Papua New Guinea. At this stage, you see their line almost flat lines around the middle overs. Odell, the man on strike, on your image there, 22 from 34. And a change in bowling. Alain now going back into the attack from the opposite end to which he started today. Haven't seen Chad Soper yet come back on the pitch. Just trying to have a look. We feels like we're quite far away from everything up here, Paul, at times. Scan. Driven firmly into the offside, but no run. Yeah. And yeah, just spotted Chad Soper is back on the pitch now. He's at fine leg on the boundary. Fine leg, third man. Are the 2 men out? Everyone else is inside the circle. Another good ploy, I think, from Ased Vala. And as we mentioned before, ensuring that all the impetus is on the Nepal's batters.
They don't need to do that. Yeah, exactly.
It's actually to Powdell. that the extra two fielders go out square of the wicket. One, the captain, ambling back. Square leg on the boundary. Charles Amini's beaten this time. Into the gap. Riley Hakuri gets round to cut it off. Four runs from Ali Now's over. That final ball, Padel feeding it past. You've got to be good to beat him, haven't you? Even then, it seemed a long way past him, but he was close.
He's up back on his feet now to have another bowl. Just get the impression these Nepal batters here are finding their feet, and the going is becoming a little bit easier for them. They're doing a pretty good job. Partnership 33 at the moment. Yeah, Arif Sheikh runs it out to the cover point fielder, sweeping on the boundaries. Captain, actually. Captaining his side from a long way out there. Four more. Swept very well by Paudo, and the pressure is being released all the time here by these Nepal batters. They're doing a pretty good job. Gets down and sweeps well. There's a big gap behind there. Just the one fielder behind square on the leg side, and he's pretty square for PNG. Flighted by Charles Amini, a bit more there. Comfortable. Paudo, good cricket by the young man. 30 or 39 so far. Given how difficult everyone else is finding that is pretty good. These two are making it look easy, and Nepal are fighting back. Well, Judge single to finish the over. Mini has gone for 8 off that one. 22 all told off his 4. And Nepal are finding the going a lot easier against the slow bowlers, I think, against the slow spinners, that is, because the seamers are all quite slow as well.
Yeah, these two batters looking pretty comfortable. Partnership worth 41. You mentioned it away from the microphone a moment ago, Paul, that you thought seamers to be in the action here. The spinners looking, or Nepal looking comfortable against those spinners.
Yeah, I think they just batted pretty well, to be honest. Going to be another bowling change here. In actual fact, that's Sadvala's bringing himself straight back into the attack.
For those who have been watching the games in the previous series, I've had to stopwatch out for Mustafa's overs. The UE all-rounder rattles through. And now Paul's going to get the clock running for Asad Valor as well. Similar. The way that he really races through his overs.
problem with this is that the field's quite spread, so there'll be a bit of running going on. Therefore, they're not going to race through the overs quite as quick.
Yeah, changing the field as well. Well, everyone seems to be on the move now. Right. Might as well put that stopwatch away, Paul. Slip coming in. Deep mid-wicket came inside the circle as well. And the man back with square legs gone well in front. Charles Amini racing in. Oh, it's all going on suddenly. Amini running around really quickly. His shy missed. Paul thought for a moment they might come back again. Adele was sent back. Suddenly, we said things were a bit more formulaic earlier when the seamers were on. I said, well, now, not sure where to put his men. He's sticking with this field as a first slip in place. The man at backward point, out at cover as well on the boundary. Extra cover in the rope, mid-off, mid-on, on the boundary. Mid-wicket, inside the circle. And then that man front of square on the leg side and a fine leg in the rope. Adele on strike. Cutting well. Hiri do the fielding, just be one. Good throw. Clipping the bails. So good. It nearly squirted away for an extra. But it didn't. Edge down the ground. Just one. I said, well, I thought for a moment. Leading edge is going to pick out either himself or extra cover. But it split the difference and was single to long off to close out the over. Halfway through this Nepal run chase, 87 for 4. They find themselves. They still need 118 for victory. This partnership's worth 45. Adele, 33 from 44. Now Sheikh, 18 from 33. They've done well, these two batters. Came in at a tricky old time. 42 for 4 when they came together. Well bowled. They now full in the block hole. Good Yorker to start this 26th over.
Bit of width. Sheikh runs it down to third man. Another single taken off the target. Need 117 now from just under 25 overs to Nepal. 4 runs down to third man. Three off that alley now over. Nepal, 90 for 4. The partnership is just 2 off. Half century. It's been good from these two. And Nepal will be full of belief. The win is coming their way. Barney has mentioned a number of times about how dapper these baggy caps are that the PNG players wear. But they do just chuck them like a frisbee to each other pretty disdainfully in the field. Sadvala coming back onto bowl for the start of his over here. Lobbed it to Legasiaka. On the floor, no worries.
Yes, sacrilege.
It is, isn't it?
Wonderful, wonderful caps. Swept into the offside. That'll be the 50 partnership. And it's been a very good one from these two. Gone along. Pretty nice rate, 50 from 68. Both contributing in the 20s. Paul, an important